Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Packers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Broncos, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. As they run the counter play. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 3 catches, 59 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 65 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This fielded at the 2. Nifty move. First and 10. Wells. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down. Wells over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he is knocked down from the side at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Green, 39. All right, now look at 56.
From the gun, Wells. he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Wells. Touchdown, Packers. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's the
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Looking to throw on second down. Wells, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. Wells. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down. Wells. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On third down, Wells firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They're going to look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, Wells. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney.
To throw on second down. Wells got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Looking to throw on second down. Wells. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
They're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Dak Prescott leading the way offensively. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important. And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this will go as short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To throw on second down. Wells, he's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Wells. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Left side, Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
No. Check. Patriot. What's in that body?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wells firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Wells. And the return will stop right around the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And his kick is indeed good. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And just shutting him off there. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Back to throw. Wells. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No, check. Patriot.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now let's go.
Throwing again. Wells. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
On 1st and 10, Wells. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Wells. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot. Kick is right there. It's good. They've gone final now in Charlotte. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown pass